Hi Pisces, welcome and thanks for stopping in. And now let's check out what Spirit has to say for you this week. So we are starting with the Page of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So we have some nice balance here with your Pentacles and your Wands, and then just a little bit of everything else. No power cards in this one, but you do have that nice balance. So let's go ahead and start with your one emotional card, your Page of Cups. Now with your Page of Cups, we're talking about guidance and friendship, just good news about relationships in general. So if things have been going a little off for you and the people that you love, let's put it that way, the people that you love, something might have been a little off. Well, this week it's going to start to mend itself, start to bring itself back together. And you should be feeling it. You should recognize that things are getting better in that realm. If you did have a rift with someone or a disagreement, some family troubles, some troubles within your relationship, things should be becoming a little bit better for you. Maybe you are going to be more open to whatever it is your partner needs, or be more willing to see things from your friend's point of view. The person that you love, there's someone that you love that you've had some turmoil with, and that should start to mend itself this week, Pisces. And then let's look at your swords, your challenge, and that's the King of Swords. The King of Swords is talking about analysis and knowledge, being able to understand something that's really complex. So that usually pertains to some legal paperwork or something political, something that really is not your forte, something that you're not comfortable with. But in this case, I do think that it is talking to that emotional situation as well, being able to fully understand where someone else is coming from. Why did they behave that way? Why did you react that way? So I feel like the King of Swords is saying, in order to have that clarity and that connection with that person, to really rekindle the emotion that was there, that you are going to have to be more open to their side of things. You're going to have to be willing to and able to really digest it. What was their point of view? Did you really listen to what they had to say? Or did you just begin to and like, oh, well, I don't agree with that, and just kind of close your mind? So I feel like this might be saying, Pisces, that you weren't quite fair, if that's a good word for it. You weren't really trying to be open-minded about the situation, and then it caused this rift, this problem. So the Page of Cups is saying it's going to get better and it is going to heal, but the King of Swords is saying you have to kind of be open to what's going on with that other person. You can't be closed-minded, because it will cause a problem. It will keep this healing from happening. So the two are definitely talking to each other. That challenge is saying, I challenge you to be open-minded and really try to see this from their point of view. Not saying you have to adapt their point of view or adopt their point of view or agree with it 100%, but be open to it. Try to understand why they're coming at you or coming to this with that mindset, you know what I mean? Why are they seeing it like this and you don't see it like this? But be open to it. Don't make it something that's going to end your relationship or cause a problem, or there's no need for that. We have the right to our own opinion. So be more open-minded, Pisces, and try to see it from their side, just so that you have a better understanding. Not saying you need to change your mind, but changing your attitude about it, per se. And speaking of that, let's look at your action, your Five of Wands. Five of Wands is talking about needing to regroup, realizing that you have been in a position where you weren't all that comfortable, where you felt like you really, not spinning out of control, but you really just, it knocked you for a loop. You weren't expecting it. You don't understand what's happening. So with the Five of Wands, that sounds like, again, we're talking about this personal relationship, this emotional relationship that has been in a little bit of disrepair. needs some TLC. The Five of Wands is also saying you might need to really work with someone. You might have to, it might be a struggle, but you have to get it together in order for it to help you grow, to help you get past this. So that uncomfortable situation, that feeling that everything is off, again, you have to learn to compromise. You have to work with that. It's not going to be something where you can just say, because I said so, or because this is how I want it. You might have to be open to what the other person wants too. With the Queen of Wands is talking about inspiration and really feeling like you are a good advice giver. You are accepting some good advice. Like there's some exchange going on there where it's really helping you and see things from a more optimistic point of view. So that Queen of Wands is kind of necessary, along with that King of Swords, telling you you need to be a little bit more optimistic when it comes to these things. You accept things a little bit better. Realize that an exchange is good. Someone's ideas may not be your ideas. Doesn't mean either one's right or wrong, but you have to decide for yourself if it's worth the relationship. Is it worth this? Because I feel like what the universe is saying is that if you don't get this rift fixed, if you don't get this little difference, the differences of opinion that are causing some chaos, causing some turmoil. If you don't get this under control, Pisces, it could get away from you and it could cause you some problems. So the action and the challenge are definitely, I feel like, in your emotional realm. Get it together. Assess yourself. What does this person mean to you? What am I willing to do? Even if, like I said, you don't have to agree, but you should be able to agree to disagree. I mean, that actually makes sense in this situation. Next, we have your Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is just saying that a sense of peace and tranquility is coming to you in the financial realm because you're finally feeling like you can actually enjoy the things that you've worked so hard for. She reminds you that you do work hard for these things so that you can enjoy them. So, and perhaps it's enjoying it with that person. It might be that you need to maybe be a little more generous when it comes to things that you do with this person. That could even be with the arguments about, I know that a lot of couples have a lot of more success if they do date nights where they take that time, the effort, the money, and they do something nice for themselves as a couple. Or maybe it's been quite some time since you've actually, with me, my favorite meal to eat out is breakfast. So, I have breakfast buddies and, maybe it's time for you to see your breakfast buddies. Maybe it's time for you to break bread with friends and family. So, being willing to give a little bit more of yourself and your finances so that you can spend more time with these people, I think, or this person. So that, I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is there for that reason. And then last but not least, we have your Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is saying that reciprocity where you are the giver or the receiver of something, and it can be material, but it doesn't have to be. But in this case, like I said, I think it's that spending time and a little bit of money, if need be, to get with this person and make them feel better, make yourself feel better, and heal that relationship. And I'm feeling like a little treat might be what's in order. A little trinket. So you see something that they would love, and that could be something that could help with that healing process. You just never know. But the universe is kind of saying money's going to be involved in this too. It doesn't have to be a lot, but you might have to break with a little coin to make things a little bit better, Pisces. Don't be afraid to do that. And that is what I'm seeing for you this week. Thank you for joining me, and I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energy show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you.